Hey guys, to be honest with you, not a fucking clue how to start this video, so we're just gonna start it off by, number one, I want to ask the question, let me turn my volume down. Anyways, is Revenge okay in iRacing? Because, I mean, after all, it is a game, and, you know, I've heard all the different takes on it, so I wanted to ask the question here. Is it okay? And if the answer to your question, or if the answer to that question is yes for you, I want you to tell me what extent you're willing to go to get your revenge. And by revenge, I'm talking someone wrecks you and you're gonna retaliate. And by retaliate, I obviously mean you're gonna hit them back. So, what extent are you willing to go to for that? Or are you more along the lines of a driver like me, where I feel like beating that person on the track is better revenge than actually taking them out of the race? So, that's how we're going to start this video. The reason why I asked that question is because I had a good example of it happen in this race that actually is on the screen right now. Alright guys, so this 5 car is the car in question here. And I've taken into consideration all the different possibilities and everything, like him being the leader. And I'm not trying to diss this guy, I want to get this straight like right off the bat. I'm not trying to diss him in any way, shape, or form. He's definitely a fast driver. Well, I mean, we are pretty low ranked. Because like I said, I don't have a road race. It's telling me he was at 1K for iRating. But right here is going to be our first instance of him coming over the radio and kind of showing us his mood.
Don't fucking turn me.
Just showing you the nose. Just showing you the nose.
No, I'll agree with him there.
Get off the fucking racetrack, lap cars.
As you can see, that lap car wasn't in his way either.
Fucking idiots, man.
Dude, I got spun and I was getting back on the track. Leave it.
Yeah, right in front of the fucking leader, dipshit.
Well, I didn't choose to get spun where I got spun.
So that's his first time coming over the radio. Kind of showing his... That guy apologizes too. But that guy wasn't really in his way. He had plenty of room to go around. He had plenty of room to move. As you can see, he got by him perfectly fine. No incident. Didn't even come close to having an incident, really. Kind of... You know... I don't know why he's coming over the radio being a dickhead. Especially when it's on... the race is already half over. And he's only ran into 1 lap car so far. And he's calling that guy a fucking idiot and all this other stuff. Like, that's just unacceptable, man. No one's done nothing to you. You didn't get turned. I'll agree with him the fact that the 8 car was being kind of aggressive. And when he got into him, it turned him sideways. And I'll admit, it was a great save on his part. Most people probably wouldn't have saved it. So I'll take his side on that part of it by the 8 was being just a little aggressive. But as far as him telling that lap car to get off the track and all this other shit, that's horseshit. Alright guys, so right here what you're going to want to watch is there's a white car, and this white car is going to spin out. And from what I've seen, the car doesn't leave the track. Maybe you guys will have better eyeballs than me or something, I don't know. But he spins out and he never leaves the track surface, and this 5 car once again yells at him to get the fuck off the track. So here we go.
You guys cannot come back on the fucking racetrack after you wreck. Come on.
There's no runoff. Shut the fuck up.
And right there's where, like I said, I got irritated with him coming over the radio telling people not to come back on the track and shit when there's no runoff. I mean, that right there on the side is your only spot for a runoff. Everywhere else, it's really fair game. And that guy really didn't have a choice. I mean, he barely touched the grass and kind of spun. But those are our first two instances of this guy coming on the radio. And he's just being a dick. So that's why I told him to shut up. So now we fast forwarded to lap 11 here. And you guys obviously remember because you just seen it. This guy's been yelling at lap cars to stay the fuck off the track. I mean, I don't think it's necessarily even lap cars. It's just like that one guy was just because he wrecked. Like he legitimately said, if you wreck, you can't come back on the track. Okay, so with that in mind, we're gonna go ahead and play this forward a bit. We're just gonna watch here for a second. He has been passed. He's now in second place. He's trying to get back to first place here. And we got that one car who comes in a little later in the story. A little later in the saga, if you want to say. And right here, he just locks him up. Slides on off the track. And just immediately comes right back on the track. Like he told everybody else not to do. And if you can see where this is going, like this is why I'm asking the question. Is this guy a toxic driver, or does he get justified revenge? The question isn't whether he's a good driver, because obviously if he was pole 1 or P1 and he's only dropped to P2 now through the whole race, I mean, he's obviously a good driver, so that's not questionable. Racing etiquette is what's questionable here. And right here is where I think the question comes into play. Yep. Now, I'll replay that again real quick for you. And I know I didn't play the whole wreck. We'll see the whole wreck here in a second. But correct me if I'm wrong, guys, but to me this just looks like a dive bomb from hell. He's not even close to clearing him when he starts pulling out. I'd say that's at least... Ooh, I don't have a relative or anything to look at, so I would have to guesstimate that's at least 1.5 car lengths, maybe 2. Then he pulls out and just doesn't brake really. I mean, you can tell he's in the brakes, but he's not in the brakes as much as he would be. Now listen to what he's going to say here.
These guys can fucking drive, man.
Just in case the volume's a little...
Going into one, cost me my fucking rating.
Just in case the volume's too low for you guys, what he said was, these guys can't fucking drive. The guy chopped my nose going into one and cost me my race. He's third place. So now you can tell where his attitude's set at. He does not like this one car whatsoever after that one little incident that could have just been avoided had he got on the brakes a little more. So, like, I don't know, I guess that's why it's confusing for me, is because, like, he could have avoided that accident. Like, the one car wouldn't have seen him coming, because even on triple screens, I don't have a mirror over there. I don't know you're coming. We're going to go ahead and just play this through. Alright, so right here, he's gonna do that thing where he goes off the track again, like he told everybody else not to do. And now this time he's gonna cause a fucking accident. Causes the 3 car to drop down low and go off the one's nose, and push the nose car, or push the 1 car up and into him. Now they're locked together at this point. This is the first time I've seen this happen. They are actually locked together because if you watch closely, the one's tires are spinning backwards. He wasn't going forwards and trying to push him. He was spinning backwards. Now right here.
You got one coming, Juan. You're a fucking idiot.
It's toxic.
Good win, too. Good win. I gave it a mile there.
Now, a lot of you are saying maybe...
So you want to chop my nose for the win, wreck me, and then just destroy me. Okay.
Now, a lot of you may say here that he maybe got loose. You could throw it that way, but I'm going to show you right now why he wasn't loose and why it was a toxic move. So here we're in his cockpit. Watch his hands. He tried so hard to hit him. But now we're just going to keep watching this from his cockpit here, guys. We're going to continue the saga from here. Now this is where, if you didn't think that last move was toxic, this is where he becomes probably one of the most toxic people I've seen. That I've raced with. I should put it that way. Barely slows down. That whole event right there was uncalled for. No need for that to happen. So, now that you guys have kind of seen the evidence of what was going on, you got a couple different angles, couple different shots of these. You got my input on it. I'm sure you can make your own input on it. I'm not really asking you guys to agree with me. I'm more or less asking, what do you guys think of this guy? What's your opinion? I've told you my opinion, so what's your opinion on him? I assume he got banned. That's what I assume. But yeah, that's it for me. So the question I want you guys to answer in the comments is going to be, do you think this guy is toxic, or do you think he got justified revenge? That's my question for everybody. So, that being said, peace out. You guys have a good time.